first thing we're gonna do is just set up the belts for lumbar traction, okay? So this machine is super easy, and the belts are super easy, and they're labeled. This one says pelvic belt. It's the pelvic belt. This one says thoracic belt.
Okay.
It's the thoracic belt.
Are you sure?
I am. And this is the one that goes down first. So you just pop this up and you take this little hooky thing and you just hook right in there.
Oh, okay.
And you put that back down. So if your patient was prone, you can take this out and that's a little air hole. However, there's this really hard piece of metal right there.
Why they did that.
You got a long
So if you have a long nose, it's gonna hurt. So you could always put a little towel roll right here just to prop them up just a little bit.
And with that plastic.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with them turning their head to the side. Okay, so this is the first belt that goes down. And if you forget that, there are actually instructions on these belts that show you what order they go in and how they should be fitted on top of each other, okay? This one, you need the ends to overlap, okay? And the little picture on the belt actually shows you that the ends should overlap. And it's just that simple. Okay. So, I need a volunteer, please.
Me.
Who said me?
Me.
I heard the voice, but I can't see any lips moving. So go ahead and lay down on your back for me, please. I'm sorry, can you take this off first? Just because
Yes, I'm freezing though.
we'll let you lay on top of you like a blanket once we get everything hooked. Okay, now when you're doing traction, ideally you would have the belts on skin or on a very thin layer of clothing. Okay, now I'm gonna have you scoot up just a little bit. Okay, do this. Okay, what I'm looking for is that when I bring this over eventually, I want about 3 fingers between her armpit and the belt. Okay, so you can actually scoot down a tiny bit. There you go. That'll work, okay? And you can relax. Okay, pelvic belts on top, it's the one that goes on first. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use these handy dandy little straps and you're gonna pull this. If you can go straight across. If you're not able to get it tight enough that way, you can pull it down kind of an angle. This part doesn't matter so much because this is what is really holding this on. This should be catching at her iliac crests. Okay. So it's 2 D-rings, so it's just like your gait belt. You go through both, and then you go back through one. Oh yeah. Oh, my back already feels way better just from the compression. Okay. And you want it tight. Okay. And then this single O-ring you want right in the middle, because this is what everything's going to hook to. Okay. You're going to bring this one up and hook that. The traction machine is actually going to hook to this little ring down at the bottom. Okay, now, so you do the whole pelvic belt before you do the thoracic belt, because when you do the thoracic, it's going to cover up all that stuff. I guarantee at least once in your life, you're going to do this and go, oh shoot, I never hooked this on, and you'll have to undo it. No big deal. Okay. So this is the one you need pretty darn tight. This one, you're gonna pull, and you're gonna pull, and it should be like a V, okay?
I mean, of course it is.
It is. Having your patient raise their arms, having them exhale, helps you get it tighter. Because this is one that's holding her to the table. Okay, this is the one that's gonna keep her upper body still while the machine pulls her lower body. So it has to be tight. Okay, so can you see somebody who's a little claustrophobic? Or if you know, somebody had a broken rib? No, this is not gonna feel good. Would not be doing this, okay? Down here on the side, sorry for my reach. Okay, this is where you lock and unlock the table. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and that's the split. Okay, so we're gonna pull apart.
Just make sure you don't pinch my butt.
Exactly. Lift up a little bit for me. Okay, we're good. Okay? Okay, you can stop it.